Hello and welcome to the next installment of Creep Spread. This is Chris from TGIK Games, and today we are going to get to some actions. And to do that, we are actually going to set up a little bit of a board for us to visually reference. So last time we spoke, we did 5 rows. So we're going to do 5 columns here. Where is the merge and center on here? Huh. No, I don't want that. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Base A, base A, base A, base A, base A, okay. And then we'll do, I don't know, some amount of rows, and we'll do base B. Okay, and then we'll have players, and this is where the third parties, well, I guess you won't, yeah, third party is fine. Okay, so the idea is units are going to be moved up and down this row, and imagine this is a board. How about we do a little bit of a border? If I even know where the border thing is on Google Sheets. Oh, look at that. Okay. Left and right. Oh, actually I can do this. Okay. So, base A is going to release a unit, and that unit can be, I don't know, okay. Normally I would do this on a whiteboard, but I don't have that whole camera setup done yet, so we're going to do it this way so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So, base A would release a unit of, say, 5 here, and they could release a unit of, say, 2 over here, and then base B down here, they're releasing a unit power 4, and over here, maybe power 1. And the idea is that these units are going to start moving along the row, and then the players, they have options. They can go over and play a card for base A, 4 against base A, 4 against base B, or they can play something for the creep. So let's just do something like this. Can I do color? I can do text color, fill color. Ooh. Oh, nice purple. We'll call this the creep zone. I don't actually know if this is going to mean anything later on, but it's the creep zone right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. The creep zone. If something happens with creep can expand. So let's just make a note here. Creep can expand. Creep can expand beyond borders, and we'll make spawn points. Will we make spawn points? We'll put this in the notes below. Spawn points for creep. I mean, the creep is going to have to be able to produce some units. I just don't know yet how those units are going to be created. Spawn points seem interesting, and it gives incentive for the creep to actually get to other areas. Maybe the board needs to be bigger. If the board needs to be bigger, we can make up for it with giving better movement to certain cards. Farther movement for some units. Just the bigger the board, the longer the game, and I prefer to make games that are in the 45-minute range. Okay. So actions. All right. So let's see. A player comes along. We're just going to make a long list of potential actions. A player can move. They can... Oh, the other thing is going to be... is it... Oh, I want to say there'd be a deck of cards over here, but there need to at least be tokens or units. Tokens or units, do they need to be lined up in an order of deployment? Because it's no good to look at a card if you don't know. If you're looking at just a mess of tokens, which one is coming next? If it's random, it can't be random, and there's no point in gathering information if it's just going to be random. I mean, it would make for a long game. There just needs to be more structure for it to be interesting to play. So, okay, so there's going to be either an order of deployment or there'll be a deck of cards. We don't know yet. We're just going to move on with actions because that's our goal for today. Okay, so players can move. One place to another. They can look at cards. They can boost movement of a token. Let's see. So you boost movement of a token. Oh, you can set up defenses. Set up defenses, so there'd be something like a... defenses. Actually, well... And it would be the same thing on A, but I'm not going to drop the entire picture just for that. Okay. You can set up defenses. I feel like there should be like blank bluff cards. I don't know what they'd be used for, but... I feel like it's the kind of thing where you would pick up information from base B and then you would go over to base A and you would give them a card. Oh, that means there needs to be general area of information, meaning I've gathered this piece of information from the other side. Huh. Because what I don't want to have is if it's a 6-player game, I don't want to have all 6 players just kind of doing their own thing the whole time. I want there to be connection points along the way where I've spent my energy doing this. I've left this packet of information for anybody to see if they want to see it, so they can go there and look at it. And then that connects everybody within the game. So I'm always looking for those common connection points, but you can go to the defensive areas and you can look at information players have put down. And I don't know what these defense cards are yet. Yes, they're going to be a defensive thing of some sort, but I don't know exactly what they are. I don't know if they would be units, like if all the cards in the game are just unit cards, and then if they're placed in a certain area, they mean a certain thing. I don't know yet. Maybe some units will have bonuses. I mean, we haven't touched units yet, so we'll get there. But anyway, back to actions. Yes, my brain goes all over the place when doing these sorts of things. All right, you can move. You can look at cards, boost movement of a token, set up defenses. Blank bluff cards. That's just a note. Okay. What else? Oh, play creep cards. You can gather time or focus, I guess we can call it. It's just focus is used so often. I guess that's a common word that's worth leaving in. show up, I can move from side to side. As I cross the creep, I play a creep card. You can spawn a creep. And it's a really specific action, but it still applies. I mean, you're still playing a card, right? Yeah, some of these notes are going to be really general, and some of them are going to be really specific. It's what we're doing. You can spawn a creep. You can let's say you can rank up for a base. And this means I need to make another note for this. This rank up is gaining trust, which boosts movement or boosts actions for that side. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go. Where's my general notes section? General notes. Players will be able to gain trust of a base. Not sure how that is measured. Or if this is a thing. But I like the idea of having boosts to actions. Okay. I mean, here's the question I ask myself at this point. Is this enough to make a prototype? And I think the answer is yes. There's an interesting mechanic, and actually, for the sake of making this example be a little more sensical, we'll call this like A3. Oh, sorry. B3. And we'll go up here, call this A2. Call this A5, and we'll call this, say, A4. No, that's too strong. There we go. Whatever, it doesn't matter. And then these guys will start moving towards each other. I don't know. This is definitely enough to make a prototype. I mean, there's still more that could be built onto the game, but I feel like this is enough to build. I really do. So the question I'm asking myself is, why would I not build this prototype? I don't have a good distribution of how many actions to make. So actually, let's do this. Oh, split action cards. I was thinking about this late last night, and I thought cards will have, by playing a card, I mean, the general idea of the game is when you play a card, you're going to give a point or a number of action points to the other side so they can play their cards. The split action, what that note means to me is that if you play you give more things than you think. So I play a card. It gives action points, of course, to the other side, but it also gives an action point to the creep. It could also give a bonus to other cards on your side. So basically, cards will get played as an array, and there will be points, action points available. I'll have to do a visual of this, but I'll just explain it for now. There will be action points. So I play a green card, a base B card, and there are red points on there, let's say 4. The other side, they want to play a 4-point card, so they will play that card, and the green card with the 4 points on it will then get turned over and put back into the deck or removed from the game or something like that. Probably just put at the bottom of the deck. That's a general idea. So the cards will have to do more than one thing, because I don't want to have a game that's got 500 cards in it. All right. Okay, so for the next video, we need to come up with a distribution of actions. We need to learn how to type distribution. We need to you know what? I'm not even sure. We have a basic idea of what we want to do with a game, right? You know what? Let's review the notes next time to get my head back in the general space. Because I don't work on these. I don't work on this game outside of doing a video, so. Okay. Yeah, I need to put my head back in a general space for the game, because I've been really specific the last 3 times I've worked on it. And that'll give me a good idea of where to go next. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.